attention. Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman ready to roll trackside next for their 20-lap feature goal. We'll give you the starting lineup right now. Greg Brinklow on the point in 7:07. 92 Frank Sibley will join him. Row 2, Jonathan Murphy, 62. 14, Camden Cook. Row 3, it's the 9 of Logan Brown. 34 of Keegan Nier. Row number 4, Ryan Shanahan, 32. 17 of Owen Nier. Row number 5, Tyler Stevenson, the 28. 410, Mike Fowler. Row number 6, Richard Murtaugh, 31. 91, last week's winner, Josh Reome. Row number 7, Gavin Eisele, 18. 34 of Eric Nier. Row number 8, it's going to be Jessica Power, 52. 1 of Paul DeRuyter. Row number 9, Steve Roberts in the 9. 44, Taylor Doxtater. Starting 19th, Josh Livingston in the 10. Outside of Jack Meeks in the 1. Row number 11, Justin Gadbaw in the 18. The 2, George Sanford. Trevor Gibbons, 621, starting 23rd. 24 starter Greg Gould. Brady Howard is starting 25th on the 54. And Dave Kingsley starting shotgun on the field in car number 88. That's your starting lineup. 26 drivers ready to do battle here tonight as we are ready.
Start drivers, tricky racetrack, lots of cars. Get a good smooth start. 20 laps. Good luck, everybody.
But once they start spreading out, I'll be all right. Until they start.
Set for green off of turn number 4. Greg Brinklow and Frank Sibley on the front row, and we're underway. Race control says we are going to try that one more time. Yellow lights back on. We are going to try that. Everybody will line back up where they are supposed to be. Set for green. We're going to try it one more time up off of turn number 3 and 4. Green lights are back on, and away we go. Side-by-side battle for the lead in turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Frank Sibley from that outside lane grabbing the lead. We are 3 wide for 2 rows deep down the back straightaway. Keegan Nier got out of the gas, got out of the way of Ryan Shanahan and Camden Cook as they're all knotted up there. Everybody scrambling for position off of turn number 3 and 4. But at the front of the field, it is the 92 of Frank Sibley leading the way into turn number 1 and 2. Calcium New York native driving away early on as they hustle down the back straightaway. Greg Brinklow holding on to position number 2 with the 9 of Logan Brown giving chase from spot number 3. Sibley in control of the field. Brinklow still there for second. Logan Brown. And we got cars spinning around over there in turn number 4, but they all carry on. At least one car is slowed to a stop.
Car in the middle of 4. Car in the middle of turn.
Looks like it's the 7 of Dustin Hutton that is slow to a stop over here. Some heavy damage on the right side of the Sundance Leisure number 7 ride. Set for green one more time.
2 laps complete. 2 complete.
Frank Sibley, the race leader. Greg Brinklow, second. Logan Brown, third. We're back to green. Sibley once again gets a great restart, jumps out in front of Logan Brown and Greg Brinklow. Brown slipped way up the racetrack, opened the door for about 4 or 5 cars to get on through. Mike Fowler sees daylight, slides on through, and then they're all scrambling for position from about 7th or 8th on back. Everybody knotted up together in turn number 3 and 4, but as they cross the lines, Frank Sibley, he's got the best spot in the house. He's got the number 1 position, trying to drive away from the field. Greg Brinklow, Ryan Shanahan, second and third place battle right there. Mike Fowler, the defending track champion, has made his way up into the top 5 early on here. Logan Brown hanging solidly in 5th right now. Jonathan Murphy using that extreme outside lane, gets a little too close to the wall for comfort and is losing a bunch of spots here as they come down across the line. Points leader Richard Murtaugh also trying to make his way forward as well. Murtaugh started back in position number 11 and is on his way towards the front. He's just cracked the top 10 now, but in the meantime, Frank Sibley looking good here in the early going of this race. Down to the line. as they come back down across the stripe. Sibley well in control. Ryan Shanahan, Greg Brinklow, Mike Fowler, they're all after one another now for spots 2, 3, and 4. Shanahan able to clear Greg Brinklow. Now Mike Fowler follows suit. He moves to third. 7:07 of Brinklow up to fourth. Tyler Stevenson completes the top 5. Down to the line, 6 in the books. Ryan Shanahan, Mike Fowler, they're going to have a battle here for position number 2. Shanahan, 2 wins last season. Mike Fowler also had 2 feature wins last year. The difference between these 2 drivers is Mike Fowler ended up winning the track championship as they come down to the line one more time. Sibley in control. Battle is on for second, though. Mike Fowler's got a fast race car, and he's working that mid portion of the racetrack. He's found something through there where nobody else is going and has found some speed in that 410 ride. He's up to the number 2 position here as they work in turn number 3 and 4 and back down to the line at lap number 8 with Sibley still in command. Fowler gets by the 32 of Shanahan. He'll move to the 2 spot as the 28 of Stevenson up to spot number 4. Logan Brown, a very impressive run for him tonight. This kid had 9 wins last year in the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman and has had no luck to start the season off right now. He's running a solid 5th right in front of the driver who picked up a win a couple of weeks ago, that being Josh Reome in the 91. 9 laps are complete. And the lead gap is getting closer between Frank Sibley and Mike Fowler right now. Sibley trying to keep that inside lane all to himself. He's got a good look coming up off the turn. Halfway home, 10 down, 10 more to go. Fowler, Shanahan, Stevenson in the battle for 5th between Josh Reome and Logan Brown as a couple of Clayton natives going after one another. Josh Reome now guts up into the top 5 as they work down the back straightaway. Fowler closing in. Sibley doing everything he can. He's done everything right here tonight, trying to fend off the defending track champion as they work back across the line at lap number 11. And the battle is on for the number 1 spot as they hit the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Fowler within a car length of Frank Sibley as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Fowler's going to roll the top side. Sibley's going to stick with that inside lane. Normally we see Fowler down on the bottom as well. Drag race to the line. Fowler by about a nose leads that lap into turn number 1 and 2. Sibley trying to fight back on that inside lane. Fowler drifts up the racetrack. New race leader, it's Mike Fowler at lap 12. Mike Fowler to the point as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Sibley back to second as they work it across the line this time by 13 on the board, 7 to go. Great battle up at the front of the field, but Mike Fowler pretty strong here in the mid stages of this contest as they work the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4 and down to the line. Mike Fowler once again down to the stripe. Leading the way, comfortable advantage, 6 car lengths over Frank Sibley, Ryan Shanahan, Tyler Stevenson, and Josh Reome. Good battle there as we watch Reome into turn number 1 and 2. Car looks like there's a little bit ill handling on him here tonight. He's going to try to get the best finish that he can. In the meantime, no, Mike Fowler driving away, trying to put all the distance in the world on the rest of the field. Trying to get as big of a lead as he possibly can right now. We got 5 laps left to go, and Fowler showing no signs of letting up. Sibley still second. As there's the 410 machine. The FX Caprera family of car dealerships holding on to the number 1 spot as he'll set it up through the mid portion of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4 as David Kingsley in the 88 goes to pit road. 4 laps left to go. Fowler still with that number 1 spot. Sibley, though, doing everything he can to try to keep him in his sights. Battle behind them is a good one between Ryan Shanahan and the 32 and 28 of Tyler Stevenson right now. Stevenson with the 3 spot. 4th is Stevenson. Closing quickly on each other into turn number 1 and 2 this time. Josh Reome, he's trying to he's trying to close in on this battle and get involved as well as they work down the back straightaway. Stevenson looked like he caught one of those implement tires over there in turn number 2. Lost a little bit of ground to Ryan Shanahan, but right now Mike Fowler losing no ground to anybody. He is driving away. Half straightaway advantage with 2 laps left to go. Mike Fowler coming into tonight 5 career at Can-Am. Dirt Car Sportsman wins. Like to get win number 6 of his career at Can-Am if he possibly can. Down to the line. He's got 4 more turns of the wheel to do it, and the white flag is in the air. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway, and this would be an emotional win for Mike Fowler if he can pull it off. Down the back straightaway. Closing in on Steve Roberts, a lap down, but it's not going to matter. Into turn number 3 and 4, the defending track champion is back in victory lane tonight at Can-Am. Mike Fowler gets it done. Second spot is going to go to Frank Sibley, Ryan Shanahan, Tyler Stevenson, and Josh Reome, the top 5.
Check, check, 1, 2. Amy Sanford's always happy.
I am.
You are.
I am so happy.
I can tell. I can see that. Mike LeClaire's happy too. The defending track champion is back, ladies and gentlemen. Sixth time he's been in victory lane here at Can-Am. Got 2 wins last year on his way to his first ever Can-Am's Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman title. Top 10 finish at the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Series race at Weedsport this past Sunday. And a win here tonight. Made some adjustments on this race car, and boy, did it ever pay off. Panther Frameworks Crate Sprint Cars ready to close out this evening of events. And, of course, those of you who are taking off, we thank you very much for coming out. Hopefully you're able to show up next week. It's mechanics race night here at Can-Am next Friday. Racing starts at 7 o'clock. All 5 divisions will be here. Maybe Mike Fowler will make it 2 in a row. We'll have to come in here on Friday night and find out. The champ is back. How about it for Mike Fowler? Big win for you tonight. Congratulations, champ. You're back. I tell you, whatever changes you made to this race car woke it up for sure.
Yeah, this thing was, I've just been fighting it for since we started the season with a new build. A lot of things are different on this car than it was on my 22. We had the 22 dialed in pretty good, we could run pretty good. Been struggling with this, and I had a conversation with Scott Jeffrey, I think Monday or Tuesday, and I just said, well, let's try it. What's the worst can happen? It still sucks. I mean, whatever. So we made the change, and, man, what a huge difference. This thing is just an absolute rocket today.
Absolutely, and you've been decent all season long, but you just need that one little extra step, and it seems like just go to Scott and things change just like that.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens. We struggle a little bit here and there, and, I'll take the car over to him, let him go through it, make sure that I didn't mess anything up. The guy is in the Hall of Fame for a reason. He'd won a zillion races with Billy Decker and championships. In my opinion, there's no one better than to look at my race car than him.
And I know you got a lot of sponsors. It's been a little while since you've been down here, but I know you got to thank them as well, right?
Yeah, CNY Serenity Center, FX Capera, family of dealerships. We got to thank Otter Creek Winery. Frank finished second, so that's pretty good for us. So we'll take that. Scott Jeffrey Performance Plus, BA Headers, Built Strong CNC, Jeffrey Machine, Jay Gordon Contracting. Can't forget DTD. And my brother passed away May 7th, so it's been really tough on us. So this one's for him.
Absolutely, and that group right there wants to celebrate. I'm going to get out of the way.
I want a beer.
Oh, boy. Somebody get Mike a beer. Mike Fowler, ladies and gentlemen, victory lane here at Can-Am.